fact, beaten Budokai Tenkaichi 3 with the absolute worst character. I kind of thought this challenge would be impossible. Maybe not impossible generally, but impossible for me. You don't get to choose your characters in the main story mode of this game, so I figured the way to beat it would be beating the World Tournament mode on the hardest difficulty. So that's what I did, picked World Tournament. The difficulty is randomized, but fortunately when I clicked it, we did get difficulty level 3, the hardest one. Maybe you're thinking, who's the worst character? And I scoured the internet for literally minutes, going through old forums to try and find out who the worst one was.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit.
If you were thinking it was going to be one of the kids, you're wrong. The strongest character is obviously Kid Named Finger.
Put your dick away, Wolf.
But anyone who's played Budokai Tenkaichi 3 knows that the world champion, Mr. Hercule, Mr. Satan, is the worst character of the lot. This actually had me a bit nervous, this sound effect, it's tense. I was like, there's probably no way I'm going to be able to do this. I'm sure there's plenty of people who play this game who could, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be good enough to do it. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Metal Cooler, Gotenks, Super 17, and I was first up against Horundagard. The giant characters in this game, like Horundagard and like Great Apes, your punches do nothing to them, so you can be punching them and there's no combo in terms of them being stopped. They'll just keep on going, they can attack you whenever, even if you're in the middle of hitting them. Just looking at this, I did not feel very good about it. And I was right, Horundagard was absolutely beating the out of me. None of my attacks did anything to him, he just continuously hit me no matter what I did. My only decent special move doesn't even work on characters of that size. I tried it and he just picked me up and threw me across the ring. I tried to land a kick to hit him down and ring him out, and then he did the exact same back to me and rang me out, and the first attempt was a total failure. The game really rubs it in when you lose. But we keep on going, time for attempt number 2. First match was Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, who is one of the strongest characters in the game, so I wasn't feeling particularly good about this. And I realized that Mr. Satan, even when he isn't fighting a big character, his punches do nothing to the other person to stop what they're doing. So there's no way to stop them from just attacking you whenever they want. Also, his Ki Blast are just throwing rocks, which don't really do anything. But powered up attacks do affect other characters, and I powered up a kick and hit the ring out within about 20 seconds. Wow. So I was actually feeling pretty good. I realized there was a decent technique I could do to win this challenge, and I was into the second round on the second attempt. Round 2 was against Super Vegeta, who is again one of the strongest characters in the game. I think every character on level 3 difficulty is going to be like that. He absolutely bodied me, jumping around the ring, dodging every single attack I attempted, and just generally destroying me. But I did hit him with some rings, hit him with my sweet present bomb. And then accidentally, while flying away from him, I hit into the side of the ring and did a ring out on myself. Third time lucky. In the first round of the third attempt, I was up against Super Saiyan Vegeta, which shouldn't be too hard. He's not one of the completely overpowered characters. I was thinking that anyway. And we had a pretty good back and forth. It was going quite well. And then I was charging outside the ring, and I didn't realize, but Mr. Satan can't actually fly. And he was falling while charging and hit a ring out on myself again. Attempt number 4, I was feeling pretty good up against Gotenks. He's a little kid. Should be able to do him pretty easy. We actually had a pretty even fight. I was kind of getting into the groove of Mr. Satan. I realized you kind of just have to present bomb spam and hope they don't hit you too much and avoid ringing yourself out, which is, I guess, quite obvious. Even got to use Mr. Satan's ultra move where Boo comes in and beats the shit out of the other guy, which is genuinely a good move and stronger than a lot of characters' ultras, so I was pretty happy finding that out. I got very lucky, and while Gotenks was running away, he did a ring out on himself, like I'd done so many times before, and we got past the first round. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was next, which I didn't feel good about because he is literally the strongest character in the game. I'd fallen into my rhythm though. I was getting pretty good with Hercule or Mr. Satan, hit him with the present bomb a few times, and by a few times I mean it was pretty much the only thing that I used against him. I hit him with my ultra move where Boo comes along, kicked him along just at the edge of the ring, ran at him, hit him down with one more kick, and boom! I beat Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I was through to the third round of the tournament. I was feeling pretty good. I was up against future Gohan in the third round, and I was feeling confident. I knew I could get this done. We were trading blows back and forth, two warriors at the absolute peak of their physical fitness and training. And then I accidentally flew into a wall again and did a ring out on myself in the third round. Like that, attempt number 4, our best attempt yet, was over. I was on to attempt number 5 and starting to question if I could actually do this. Winning the world tournament on the hardest difficulty is hard, even when you have an actually good character. And I wasn't making dumb mistakes while doing this, it was just that I couldn't beat the computer. But we came up an easy one here, Evil Majin Buu for the first round. I thought this might be fairly easy, he's not one of the stronger characters. I was wrong though, and he absolutely beat the out of me, and I got my first KO of the tournament so far. Attempt number 6. I was up against Mecha Frieza, Robot Frieza. I was feeling confident in this one, because obviously third time lucky, and this was the 6th attempt. So this was the second third time lucky, so double luck. And I came out swinging at this little bitch. And I hate Frieza as well, I think he's an annoying character.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit.
So I was more than happy to beat him up, and it made me feel a little more ready to go against him. Admittedly, he slapped me around quite a lot and had me pretty close to the edge. But then I discovered what I thought might be my secret trick to winning this. If you were in the air and you did the old present bomb on somebody, they'll take it, if it works, and then they fall directly to the ground underneath them. So Frieza would hit the ground, or anyone would hit the ground, whenever I use this on them, if I used it at the right angle. And I thought I might have found my winning technique on how to beat this challenge. Round 2, I was up against legendary Super Saiyan Broly, which was quite intimidating. He's slow, but very strong, but obviously since my punches don't stop him, he can do whatever he wants while I'm punching him, so it doesn't matter that he's slow. Hit me with an eraser cannon straight out the gate, which took away an entire health bar. Did some sweet evasive rolling though. He drained nearly my entire health bar in less than 30 seconds, but then I had a chance to do my super secret new technique, and I tried it out. I was ready to win, and then I realized it doesn't actually work, and they don't hit the ground. What happened with Frieza was I actually hit the rim of the stadium with him, which is a lot harder to get someone to do because you have to be at a very specific angle to do it. So I realized my super special technique might not work the way I planned. And to no one's surprise, Broly KO'd me, and my 6th attempt was a failure.
You mean this isn't a dream?
Pressing on though, it was time for attempt number 7, and I was up against Super Saiyan Vegeta again. Last time against Vegeta I lost by making the stupid mistake of accidentally ringing myself out, and I was not going to make the same mistake this time. And I didn't. Instead, Vegeta beat me up for about a minute and then KO'd me. Lucky number 8, and I was up against Goku mid. It's mid Goku, so he can't be that good, am I right? Haha. He actually beat me up a lot and nearly got me to do a ring out multiple times throughout the fight. But I got really lucky with a powered up downwards kick and got a ring out on him and got past the first round of attempt number 8. Up next, up against Super 17 for round 2, one of my favourite villains from Dragon Ball of all time. It was very similar to the Goku fight. He was absolutely destroying me, nearly ringing me out over and over again, but I hit him with a present bomb and got very lucky when he fell back and hit the umbrella, which counts as a ring out. So I was up to round 3 again, which is the furthest I've gotten so far in this challenge. Round number 3 was up against Omega Shenron. I tried to give him a small bomb and he rained down divine light onto me, absolutely destroying me, taking away an entire health bar. But he did take the bomb. And I thought I might get a ring out, but I didn't, sadly. I can actually play the entire fight unedited because it was so short. I was coming at him with my present bombs over and over, getting him good, nearly getting those ring outs, slamming him in. I was ready to get to the semi-finals. I was hyped for it. I even hit him down, so close to getting it, and then I somehow got a ring out. It didn't even look to me like I touched anything, but somehow I did. Looking back frame by frame, it looks like my hitbox, which is bigger than me, skimmed the side of the umbrella. So our best one yet, lucky number 8, was done at the 3rd round, and I was starting to doubt if I could actually do this or not. Then I remembered Z items, which not technically cheating, it's part of the game. They're just little boosts you give characters, you earn them, it's okay to use them. I don't think this counts as cheating. give a little better attack, give a little boost to your character. I added one that would give me flight, so I could hopefully avoid such easy ring outs like I had done before. I added a little one that would heal me slightly, just to make the KOs from the really strong characters a little bit harder. I added one that gave me the aura of a Super Saiyan 4 because I thought that would look cool. Super Saiyan 4 Hercule. And it gave me an extra key gauge. I finished it off with a attack +3, just so I could do a little more damage to the opponents. Attempt number 9 with our slightly stronger Hercule. And we got a ring out in the first round. First round of attempt number 10 up against Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Felt good to have these two Super Saiyan 4s staring down each other like this.
Alright, come on. This should make a good warm-up.
Who are you talking to right now?
Vegeta obviously didn't know the crazy new strength of our powered up Hercule. Obviously the punches still did absolutely nothing, but we had a little bit more health and our attacks did make slightly more damage. So it felt like there might be an outside chance we could actually do this now. I tried to give him a small bomb in the shape of a present, and then he used his god level powers and hit me with a final flash, taking away a whole health bar. And then he did it again and KO'd me, making attempt number 10 another failure. I felt so down after losing the 10th attempt, double digits and still not working. I didn't really know what to do. I had to stop trying for a minute. I went for a walk and thought of all the fights so far. I couldn't get them out of my head. The wins or the losses, the highs, the lows. I wondered how I could possibly beat this insurmountable challenge. I had no idea. And then suddenly all at once it came to me. It wasn't exactly cheating. I was using red Patara earrings, which are built into the game. You just put in a weird password to get them. But it powers you up and basically turns you into Super Saiyan God Hercule. Tournament 11, and I was ready to go. I was pretty much unstoppable at this point. A few punches would do around 4,000, 5,000 damage. I had 6 health bars. My punches actually affected characters now. They would knock them back and stop them being able to do combos back at me while punching. Basically turned Hercule into an actual character, and I got a KO on Goten in the first round. Moving on for attempt number 11, doing pretty well. Round 2 and Super Saiyan Vegeta was no match for Hercule's god powers. I nearly KO'd him. I dominated the match. Absolutely wrecked the guy. You can see I still had 6 health bars and he had nearly absolutely nothing. And then accidentally hit the secret ring out trick where you make him hit the rim, and got a ring out for the second round and moved on to the third. Super Baby went down like a bitch in round number 3, hit him with a present bomb at the rim again. Slammed him out of the ring, easy ring out. I was feeling good, first time making it to the semi-finals. I made quick work of Super 17 in the finals, used my Boo special move, knocked him near to the edge of the ring, hit him with the old 1-2, slammed him down on the ground with a downwards powered kick. Boom, another ring out, and I'd made it to the finals. Victory was within my grasp. I'd made it to the final, the sun was setting, I felt good. After 11 attempts, I'd finally made it up to the final. I was ready to do it. I was fighting my own daughter, and I knew I could destroy her. But then, in the middle of beating my daughter, I had a change of heart, and I felt like this was no way to win. Using God Mode Hercule, it was cheating, and it had ruined the fun of the challenge. So I gave up, flew down to the ground trying to wring myself out, and then Videl hit me down, making me lose at the final of the championship, not quite completing the challenge, because it felt wrong to cheat through it. Back to regular Hercule, it was attempt number 12 on the first round, not using the crazy god power-ups, fighting Boo, doing a pretty okay job of it. It was only about 20-30 seconds in, and I don't know if it was an Easter egg or it was just an accident, but Boo deliberately did a ring out on himself.
You're the best, Boo!
Round 2 was up against Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta again. We were trading blows, but then he grabbed me and spun me around his head and threw me out the ring for a ring out. Attempt number 13, unlucky number. I'm going to play the whole clip because that was it. It took me about 10 seconds to accidentally fly into a ring out again. Attempt number 14, I got to the second round and then Broly KO'd me again. Attempt number 15, I was up against Cell in the first round, which I was kind of excited for because I hadn't played against Cell yet. and he promptly hit me with a ring out within 20 seconds. Round 16 was up against Gohan, Hercule's son-in-law, so I was thinking, oh, I've got the extra strength of anger from knowing this dude's technically banging my character's daughter, so I thought, yeah, this will be good, I can get this in. But you can probably see from the top health bar that wasn't going to happen, and he blew me up. Attempt number 17, up against Android Super 17. Started off well, hit him with a good present bomb, tried to chase after him, and did a ring out on myself again. But then, my luck began to change. Attempt number 18, and I somehow managed to KO Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in the first round. Another KO against Full Power Trunks in the second round. Attempt number 18 was ruined by Cooler in the third round, who grabbed me and slammed me down, losing again. I'd almost totally given up hope, and then when I went to select World Tournament again, for some reason the difficulty had changed to level 2 instead of level 3. It is totally randomized, so I didn't know I could change it back. I didn't know why it even changed in the first place, but I felt like the game was throwing me a bone, and I thought maybe it was saying, this is the only way you're going to beat it. The tournament looked a lot more friendly. There were still some big hitters, but it wasn't quite constant Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas. Android 16 did put up a pretty good fight. It was quite back and forth, but in the end I hit him with the classic present bomb at the rim trick, and I got a ring out. I got a KO against Berta in the second round, and I was thinking this would actually be achievable, and I might win this tournament. I was up against Cyborg Tao in the third round, and it felt like maybe the most fair fight so far. We were going back and forth. I kept on hitting with present bombs over and over again. He was stabbing the out of me. It got to the end, and it was so close, and I was so close to beating him. His health, if I got one more punch in, I would have won. And then he hit me with a special move, got me down nearly to his level, and it was literally anyone's game, and then for some reason he just flew backwards and accidentally did a ring out on himself. I made it to the semi-final, and I was so annoyed, because it was up against a Great Ape, and obviously my punches don't work on him, because they don't work on anybody, but also none of my special moves work. He doesn't take a present bomb when you give it to him. He just picked me up and threw me across the ring when that happened, and downwards as well, which had me so worried, because I figured he'd easily get a ring out on me. I somehow got wildly lucky and did a move I didn't even mean to do, and somehow swing around, zoom into him, and kick him for a ring out. I'd made it to the finals without using crazy Potara cheats. I was hype. The sun was setting again, the final was here. It was a pretty even fight, we were going back and forth. I'd realised from all these attempts, when you charge up fully and go max power mode, Hercule's punches actually have some effect, so I was trying to use that as much as I could, so she wouldn't have a chance to ring me out or do anything like that. I was getting her health down, I wanted to try and win properly, I didn't want to just get a ring out, I wanted to get a full KO, absolutely batter my daughter properly. I'd nearly got there, and I knew there was only one way to finish it, with a present bomb. She took it. Bang! We got the KO. We did it. We beat Budokai Tenkaichi 3 with the worst character. Obviously we were on the second level of difficulty, but I think that might have been impossible for me to do the other one. So we kind of did it. We did it as much as we could. And for that we got this absolutely amazing congratulations screen. I'll let you watch.
Congratulations!
So good. So happy. Maybe I didn't totally do what I wanted to do, but I did about as close as I could. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, do please give the video a like, because it helps the channel heaps. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're really good at Budokai Tenkaichi 3, try and do this, because I just found it nearly impossible no matter how many times I tried. But if you're good, give it a go. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day.